Meteorologists have predicted a near to normal 2012 hurricane season, but the Department for Disaster Management is warning residents not to become complacent. Colorado State University's annual forecast for the Atlantic hurricane season from June 1st to November 30th anticipates 10 named storms and 4 hurricanes, 2 of them major hurricanes. These numbers are down from last year's 19 storms and 7 hurricanes. Even though experts predict a less active season, the Department of Disaster Management is reminding residents that it only takes one hurricane to create havoc.
Normally people learn from experience, and you don't want to wait for a hurricane to hit you to say, well, I should have done this or I should have done that. And so it'll be good to take precautionary measures before something happens, so you can say, I'm glad I did this, I'm glad I did that, and that's why this didn't happen to me.
The 2012 hurricane season got an early start with 2 tropical storms popping up well before Friday's June 1st official start of the hurricane season. Alberto on May 19th and Beryl on May 28th. Both storms impacted the eastern U.S. coast. According to the U.S. National Weather Service, this is only the second time since 1908 that 2 tropical storms have emerged before the official season. Flooding has become a major concern in the Virgin Islands. In recent years, increased rainfall caused severe flooding in many areas. Leonard says government and DDM are taking steps to ensure the territory's infrastructure can withstand natural disasters, particularly flooding.
There's some areas that can be flooded, and then there are infrastructures like drainage problem. There are other buildings or other infrastructures that are in locations where that can be affected because of they're in a zone where they call it a soup bowl, where water will collect fast and in a large quantity. And so certain drainage issues and knowing where these flood-prone areas are, these are certain things that has to be studied. Maps are being designed and studies are being done to show geographically how water would flow and how it would be collected in certain areas. I know that the Department of Disaster Management, Town and Country Planning, and other government officials are working on things to make sure that the infrastructures are in place to withstand flooding and what we'll do in the event of a tsunami and also earthquake as well.
The territory road infrastructure also suffered widespread damage during the 2010 hurricane season. Minister for Communication and Works Mark Vanterpool told JTV News government has already identified the most urgent areas which will benefit from the $15 million loan from the Caribbean Development Bank.
We have a major road program that we are looking at over the next several years. The $15 million is primarily to deal with a number of mitigation issues where we've had a lot of flooding, bridges to be built, for example, in Ballast Bay, US Van Dyke roads that have been washed out very badly. Virgin Water have issues that we want to deal with. At Scotiabank in Virgin Water, there's a major flooding issue there that we want to look at. A lot of issues around Road Town and the flooding there, Purcell Estate, and all over the territory. So we have those projects identified already. They are somewhere near the $15 million range, and we're going to bring them forward as we go along. Like I said, most urgent ones first.
Minister Vanterpool says work on the territory's infrastructure is expected to begin in weeks.